All right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Jerry Brown, the governor right now, anyways, of California. So, first off, we're gonna start with this article by PJ Media. It says Jerry Brown, climate change deniers definitely contributing to the new abnormal of wildfires. And I was like, whatever, dude. Like, this is fake news or, something like that. And so I went and I looked and I realized that Jerry Brown is no joke. Let me go ahead and unmute the desktop audio here for you.
This is not the new normal. This is the new abnormal. And this new abnormal will continue, certainly in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. And unfortunately, the best science is telling us that dryness, warmth, drought, all those things, they're going to intensify. Predictions by some scientists are that we've already gone up 1 degree. I think we can expect a half a degree, which is catastrophic, over the next 10 to 12 years. So we have a real challenge here, threatening our whole way of life. So we got to pull together. People have ideas, whether it's forest management or how to do our fire prevention. Great, let's hear about them. And we're going to have to invest more and more in adaptation. When we talk about things like the climate and the warming climate, and we talk about words like adaptation, that's what we're talking about. And it's not millions, it's billions and tens and probably hundreds of billions, even in the span of a few years. So this is not...
He just said, not millions, not billions, not tens of billions, but hundreds of billions of dollars. This guy's insane. Hundreds of billions of dollars, dude. You already have the biggest firefighting crew in the entire country, and you want hundreds of billions of dollars more? No way. No way. He literally just said,
hundreds of billions. It's billions and tens and probably hundreds of billions, even in the span of a few years. So
in the span of a few years. California is doomed. I tell you, doomed. So I'm going to go on to the next article here. This is one that I showed on the previous one. What I wanted to show you guys is so this, I found this. Basically, it's insinuating that California wildfires line up exactly in the same path as the California high-speed rail system. Now, I don't know where this map came from. I cannot find it. Okay. I don't know where this map came from. I cannot find it. But what I did find is, let's see here. This is the fires on the Cal Fire. This is maybe a new system or something that they're using, but this is from the actual government proposed, like the proposal for the high-speed rail and where it will be generally this is where it's going to be. Shows that phase 1 is in the blue, phase 2 is in the yellow, and where the stations will be. So what I did is I actually overlapped. I overlapped this map right here with this map right here, because this is from the United States Geological Survey, which I would assume does a pretty good job at. I mean, this is basically what they do. So I took this map and the official state map, from the California.gov website, which is this one, High Speed Rail Programs map, California.gov, California High Speed Rail Authority, and then this is what you get. Okay, so look, all the fires in the last, what is it, 5 years, they don't match. They don't line up. Most of them are actually away from the rail station, from all of them. There's literally only one fire that's touching, and it was back in 2016. So to say that the the rail system is somehow connected to Jerry Brown and the fires is kind of ridiculous. To me, I don't see it. But this definitely shows, like, hey, look at what's going on. And it's like, it took me maybe 5 minutes to find this information. But this is fake. This is fake. So everybody needs to do their due diligence and obviously look into these kinds of things, because down the road someone will be like, dude, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I saw it on the internet. No, that's not how it works. So there's that. This is Jerry Brown. This is one that I found out today. It says, as California burns, Jerry Brown takes heat for vetoing a 2016 wildfire mitigation bill. Now, it says critics are attacking California Governor Jerry Brown for vetoing the 2016 bill aimed at mitigating fire risks from utility equipment. So I think it was either PG. It was PG&E who got sued for $14 billion, by the way, for the last fire, the massive fire that we had. And it says that he's done nothing to harden those assets. So basically, he doesn't want to give up money to PG&E, which I'm sure PG&E has already had sufficient government funding or subsidies. It says wildfires have consumed more than 221,000 acres since Thursday, killing at least 44 people. So that's a lot of acreage for one fire. Let's see what else we got here. It says California Governor Jerry Brown's decision to veto the 2016 bipartisan bill aimed at mitigating wildfire risk from the fire lines and utility equipment has become the focus of critics as fire rages across the state. Wildfires have scorched more than 221,000 acres, blah, blah, blah. He's done nothing. Okay, so those are just bullets. The bill also required the CPUC to work with utilities to mitigate wildfire risks, including putting transmission line underground if necessary. The bill passed through both state legislative chambers, but Brown vetoed the bill in September 2016. Brown said state officials have been doing just that through the existing proceeding on re-threat maps and re-safety regulations. 2 years later, Morlock said the state agencies and utilities have made little progress in mitigating the risk of wildfires faced by communities across the state. Well, they've been working on it for like 8 years and they haven't gotten it done. This is really simple stuff. Morlock said utilities are just sort of hanging on to the money. Journalist Katie Grimes also criticized Brown's veto. The Conservative Journal tweeted that Brown had many chances to address California's increasing wildfires since his election in 2011, but instead chose to play politics. Senate Bill 1463 would have prolonged the safety work already going on at the CPUC by requiring the participation which was unnecessary because CAL FIRE was already a party to the proceeding, and local governments and fire departments could also participate. So basically, Jerry Brown fucked up. But also, the utility companies are being greedy, and they're probably taking the profits and buying back stocks like the rest of the world, which is why we're in this whole damn thing as far as the record high stock markets. So people need to stop being greedy, because then shit like this happens. Or maybe it was directed energy weapons to build the bullet train. No, that's not what it is. All you people spreading fear out there, it's just mismanaged of wildfires. Or of forest, basically. This was November 8th. Somebody tweeted this out. Basically, it says, Governor Jerry Brown, you suck. And that has been kind of the sentiment for a while. And people had a decision to make as far as who they wanted to be their governor. And they chose Gavin Newsom. So, there's that. Hopefully he does alright. Hopefully. So the fires, they started probably somewhere around the 8th or something like that. It was like Tuesday or Thursday or something like that. And so I want to show you guys something that's very interesting. So fire, bunch of smoke, right? This is yesterday. This is tonight. Got a little bit of clouds. Right? Got a little bit of clouds. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit hazy. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, partly cloudy, partly sunny. Then Tuesday next week, we get a little bit of clouds, rain and drizzle possible, right? And then boom, rain possible. And then a couple of showers possible, partial sunshine. So with all that smoke, it threw up all these particulates, which is going to allow us to get some rain, finally, hopefully. I'm praying, because otherwise we're totally fudged here in California, because God hates us. But not really. But kinda. So, something to look forward to, at least, out of all of this. We get rain. Possibly. According to this. Rain possible. Drizzle possible. So, something to look forward to in this freaking hellhole. Anyways, the last thing I'm going to leave you guys off with is I wanted to talk about something that's going on at the border. Something that is very, very politically charged. You guys are going to like this one. There's a so the first people to arrive at the border for asylum are the LGBTQ asylum seekers are among the first to reach the U.S. border. Yeah, it just so happens a mob of LBGTQ fucking people show up at the border. That's not a fucking fake, people didn't just show up at the border and they just so happen to all be LGBTQ fucking people, okay? This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Now I'm going to play this for you because it wouldn't be fair if I didn't.
Alright. This is KPBS border reporter Jean Guerrero. We are in Playa de Tijuana on the Mexican side of the border with the migrant caravan. You see one person on the fence. It's not clear what he's doing. It appears he's pulling something off of the fence. Earlier today, we actually saw 2 women and a child jump the fence together and immediately turn themselves into Border Patrol officers who were waiting on the other side. There's Mexican federal police on this side of the border trying to maintain the peace. That they want to seek asylum in the U.S. Although it appears most are not informed that the Trump administration is no longer giving asylum to people who cross the border illegally. But most of the people who I've spoken to from this caravan say that they are willing to wait and to apply legally for asylum at the ports of entry, which can be...
¡Fuera, policías!
I have no idea what's going on because I don't speak that language.
¡Que no se lo lleve!
You can see...
¡Que no se lo lleve!
Yo, look at that dude welding on the fucking... No way. Oh, that's great. That is the greatest thing. Oh, it's a dude welding on the border fence. Why these people are trying to get over? Oh, shit.
¡Que no se lo lleve!
So people are shouting, "Do not take him." It appears they're worried that the boy who climbed the fence could be arrested. I'm too far away to see if that is actually happening. But here you can see construction crews reinforcing the fence with barbed wire. There's also soldiers on the other side
Oh
of
my
the fence,
God.
part of the troops that were sent to reinforce the efforts of Border Patrol. Earlier, there were several people on top of the fence
Oh,
down
he's
here.
grinding.
People shouting at Border Patrol saying that they are not criminals, that they just want to work in the U.S. There were some people on the U.S. side of the border holding up Trump Make America Great Again, a Trump Make America Great Again sign.
So
I don't think you can see
stupid.
them anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you can
You
either.
see members of the caravan just hanging out because the migrant shelters are largely at capacity. I was talking to a shelter director who was telling me that there has been a massive influx of people fleeing violence in southern Mexican states like Guerrero and Michoacan and as a result, they do not have room for the caravan. However, I do know that the city is setting up a sports club with like a football arena for at least 2,000 of these migrants, but that again, that's not going to be enough.
Football arena.
More than 350 arrived today, another 350 or so yesterday, in addition to about 80 this weekend. Another 2,000 are on their way. There's about 37 buses on their way right now, with still more coming after that. So it's unclear where people are going to stay right now. They're staying on the beach here in Playa de Tijuana, and I'm going to walk up to where you can see, you'll be able to see where people have set up blankets and makeshift tents, as well as some legitimate tents. There's a lot of
So they're
mix of
finally
emotions
arriving
here
at the border.
in Tijuana. Residents of Tijuana who say that they do not want the caravan here either. So a lot of animosity, just like we're seeing in the
They don't
US
even want the caravan
towards this
there.
caravan, people passing by and telling the caravan members to go home. But then you also see a lot of people who are bringing food and blankets and refreshments for these people who are in many cases here because they are fleeing violence, fleeing extreme poverty, and just want a opportunity to survive for their families. You can see some of the tents here. And the reason people are here on the beach is because there's literally nowhere else for them. Most of the shelters, like I said, are full.
Okay, there's nowhere else for them. Where did they come from? Why did they leave where they came from? And why does that guy have a hat that says Tijuana in Tijuana? If he's a migrant with no money. Is he a tourist? See, these are the things that you need to ask. Makes no sense. Why didn't they just stay there? You know, like if I have a house, or like if I have somewhere that I'm staying, even if it's like dirt, just like a side of the creek or something, and life's pretty good, right? There's food. Maybe there's no food. And you have to go find food every day. That's not a problem, right? You just go find food. Or you travel 4,000 miles across 2 countries to get to the American border so that you can work. So this makes no sense. I hope y'all figure it out, because I'm done. It hurts too much.